Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G, back at y'all another episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about Charleston White and Lil Boosie, man. Once again, Charleston White and Lil Boosie, they had odds on the internet. And, Boosie don't really say Charleston White name too much, but he'll, speak his mind here and there, but he try to leave Charleston White alone. But in this clip right here that we're gonna talk about Lil Boosie saying he's not going to wild and out booking because he found out Charleston White was there. And some people feeling like Nick Cannon trying to line Lil Boosie up and get him into some shit. And some people feeling like, man, Lil Boosie missing out on the bag over Charleston White. And then we're going to play Charleston White response right after we get into Boosie clip. So without further ado, let's go ahead on and get into both clips.
Hey, New York City, I won't be at Wildin' Out on the 28th. These motherfuckers trying to put Charleston White on the show. They playing all kind of games. Motherfuckers trying to send me to jail, bro. So I won't be in New York, so that's what it is. Wildin' Out, send me y'all paying information so I can send y'all money back. Boosie. Hey, New York City, I won't.
All right, that was Boosie comments on the situation. Now we about to get into Charleston White response right now.
Torrance Hatch is lying. Boosie is lying. Man, Boosie did not quit the Wildin' Out show because of me. Come on, Boosie. Boosie did not quit the Wildin' Out show because of me. I didn't accept it. Fuck Boosie. How you feel about the cracker? I don't have no feelings, nigga. I ain't got no motherfucking feelings, nigga. Wake up in no motherfucking feelings. Boosie is lying. Motherfucking Boosie Boo is lying. I've been talking about Carmelo Anthony for a whole year. Where y'all been? But nah, Boosie lying like a motherfucker. Nigga, Boosie was not booked to be on Wildin' Out with me. Boosie was not booked. I turned it down. I said, nope, I'm not doing nothing. Well, I told him, Wildin' Out numbers can't go down. Why would I go on there after Crip Mac? Their numbers going down. So now they want to try to come get me because their numbers going down. I told my agency, nah. Then they offered me $5,000. I said, no. Boosie is lying. He was not booked to be on Wildin' Out with me, so I don't know why he turned the money down. I turned the money down. They offered me $5,000 to go to New York City, Barclays Arena, to be with Boosie. They offered me $5. I said, nah. I ain't got that. I can't do that.
All right, somebody either lying or Boosie getting the wrong information. Which one do y'all believe? Y'all believe Boosie? Or do y'all believe Charleston White if you think one's lying? Or do you just think Boosie simply got the wrong information or he didn't get all the information?
I said, why would I do that, homie? I got to show her. So Boosie lying. That nigga Boosie a hoe. That nigga Boosie a hoe. Let me show you what I sent my agency. This was days ago. I'm like, nah, homie, I can't do that. Where that motherfucker at? Let me call my agent. See what they are. See what they now. Boosie lying, man. Boosie losing all the money. He done lost the Vlad money. Nigga, you go turn, they probably offered. Say, hey, how many days ago did I say, nah, I ain't doing that because they wasn't paying enough?
Shoot, I posted 2-3 days ago. It was way before Boosie even mentioned it.
Yeah, so he just turned down the money for nothing then, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a publicity
We've
stuff.
been turning that shit down.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, they didn't even have, yeah. So I'm like, why would he make a video saying, I'm not going to be there? So why would he go get the money? But if you can send me that screenshot to me so I can put it on my post right quick. I got my page back too. Aiden got it back for me.
Yeah, I was saying, I was in your live.
Okay, now it can be a publicity stunt. Maybe Boosie threw that out there just because he knew Charleston White was going to respond, and that get him back in the algorithm and get people like me talking about it. And one thing I know about this industry, a lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors, a lot of stuff is fake, a lot of stuff is PR, a lot of stuff is scripted, you know. Um, a lot of stuff that you see playing out, man, them people be behind the scenes talking, or they don't directly talk, they have they people talking, and they just have plays set up and be literally playing in our face. And at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. But I don't think everything is entertainment. Some things I don't think Boosie just gonna go for. Now let's just say for just for the sake of argument, let's just say Boosie didn't know that Charleston White backed out, and you know he got information that Charleston White was gonna be there. If Boosie turned that down, a lot of people are saying Charleston White is tricking Boosie out of his bag. To me, I think all money not good money. You ain't missing one bag off of one show, not gonna just stop your money train. Now if you in the hood and you just trying to make it with any opportunity you could get, then cool. Don't let nobody trick you out your bag. But if you already an established person, money over morals, and at the end of the day, though, you gotta stand on what you believe in. You gotta stand on business, and you gotta really, you know, live with that, because it's the principle of things, like people gotta understand. Charleston White didn't call the police on Boosie kids. Charleston White didn't talk bad about Boosie kids, Boosie family, talked bad about Boosie himself, talked about a whole bunch of stuff that Boosie did, with Marlo Mike and such things. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think Boosie is an angel. I don't think Boosie is, just this positive figure. I think Boosie did a lot of wrong to the community. I honestly believe that. But at the end of the day, if Boosie gonna stick to codes and ethics, he gotta stand on his own too and just not mess with Charleston White, dog. It's just certain stuff you can't come back from. Like, to me, once you just cross certain lines, ain't no way we could be cool. We could be cordial as far as, okay, if I see you, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You don't do nothing to me. You don't say nothing to me. But as far as us being cool, as far as us getting money together, no, all money not good money. And I just don't want even that to play a part where people reconciling and all this off after what Charleston White then said. Like, to me, that's fake. That is fake. Now, did Nick Cannon trying to do something to his benefit, to his show, to get Charleston White and Boosie together to have this, big viral moment? Yes, I think he did that. But did he do that to try to have something happen to Lil Boosie? I don't think he did that. Now, the stuff that happened with Drewski at Drewski's show, Drewski damn sure should have let Charleston White know Young Thug gonna be in the building. I'm pretty sure Drewski knew, or is some way of form aware of Charleston White history with Young Thug, and they not getting along. And if he didn't know, let's just say he didn't know, his somewhere in his people should have known that. When you have hostings and things, you gotta be aware on what guests you having there, especially in black spaces. I hate to say it, but especially at black spaces, you got to be aware on who you inviting, because this clique might not, be getting along with this clique. Even at them old award shows, they used to always make sure this record label and this record label all the way on the opposite sides of the shows, So I think Nick Cannon tried to hurry up and pull a fast one, hoping Boosie would just go ahead on and go with it. And that would have been a crazy viral moment, especially if Boosie was on a black squad and Charleston White was on a red squad. I don't know if they were both going to be in the game competing, on the stage, or if they were just going, or one of them was going to be competing and one of us in the building. I don't know. But, I do think if they were getting paid to be there, 9 times out of 10, they were on stage and they were booked. But yeah, man, I just think, man, certain stuff, bro, I don't think people should reconcile with Charleston, right? Like, certain stuff you can't come back from, like, I know Woody, he came back after Charleston White talked about his child or whatever after the accident that happened. But to me, ain't at the end of the day, bro, I ain't trying to hear no, oh, that's content. Get your emotions out of it. Because if something happened to Charleston White people and somebody saying words about what happened, if an accident was, God forbid, some to one of his close relatives, he would damn sure be in his feelings. And he always try to tell people it's just words. Get out your feelings. It's content. It's a character. You know what I'm saying? Like words have meaning, bro. And at what point, is at what point is enough when it comes to quote unquote content, quote unquote a character, and just say, what if everybody was just doing this? Like, come on, man, because this stuff could get wilder and wilder as time goes on. All in the sake of content. But yeah, man, I'm glad Boosie didn't do that, bro. Everybody saying Boosie getting tricked out his bag and all this and all that. That one little wilding out appearance ain't gonna stop no money train from Boosie. Boosie's still gonna get a bag, one way or another. One thing I can respect about Boosie, he is a hustler. That man got out of jail. That man and got some properties. That man and built a lot of land on his properties, doing stuff for his family and stuff. And that's one thing I can respect. Like I said, I think he did a lot of damage to the black community. But I can respect that he's a hustler and he's doing stuff and put, a lot of stuff in place for his family. And that's one thing I can't respect. Now, as far as Charleston White saying Boosie lying, I don't know about that. I just think Boosie probably got the wrong information from his team or something like that, or he just probably wasn't aware that Charleston White canceled out. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Would y'all like to see Boosie and Charleston White reconcile? Would y'all like to see them come together? Or do you believe that certain things you just can't come back from? Me personally, if I condemn, Boosie from standing on his beliefs. Because if I was in that position with Boosie, I don't want nothing to do with Charleston White either. I don't want to even be in the same building with you. I'm damn sure not trying to get money with you. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. But I don't know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting on. Until next time, I'm out.